Sally Ann dragging his slick tail through the sand, picking a banjo. Sally Ann, I'm gonna marry you, Sally Ann. I'm gonna marry you, Sal, Sal. I'm gonna marry you, Sally Ann. I'm gonna marry you, Sal, Sal. I'm gonna marry you, Sally Ann.
Hello there, Peter.
Howdy.
Mighty nice music you're making, Pete.
Oh, I'm just warming up.
What's that funny-looking guitar you're playing?
Oh, this isn't a guitar. This is a banjo.
Well, tell me, is a banjo something new?
New? About as new as America is. You see, American Negro slaves made the first real banjos a couple 100 years ago. Out of old hollow gourds and possum skins, I guess. But then the banjos spread all over the whole country. Everyone loved them. They traveled west in the covered wagons. Later on, the banjo went out of style, got countrified. Nowadays, you are liable to hear it played by some old farmer, and the hands on the strings will be hardened by work and worn by the weather, like these hands of an old friend of mine down in Virginia. He can't read music, you know. He plays by ear. Some old tune, a tune that made feet fat in pioneer days. What's he thinking about? Maybe about the picnic last Saturday, and the square dance, where the boys were swinging the gals and the gals were skipping and flying. Couple up for and dance some more, ladies bound to just know how. Swing like thunder. Picnic on the grounds and juicy red watermelon. And old Uncle Bud steps out to dance while the fiddler plays a hoedown. Uncle Bud's near 80, but he hears a banjo ring and looks like his feet move all by themselves. And he cuts the same buck and wings his grandpa used to in the log cabin. The banjo still makes folks dance out in the country.
Well, then, Pete, what are you doing here in New York City?
Well, it's a funny thing, but people in this big town are beginning to like my kind of music, too. Out there in big town where the skyscrapers glisten in the sun, where the buildings make canyons in the air, American folk music got lost in the roar of the traffic. But now the people are listening again. I guess my old tunes remind them of home, of their roots in the land. Seems my country music kind of fascinates them.
But, Peter, why try to revive this American music? Isn't it dead?
Oh, no, you're all wrong. It's not dead. It's very much alive for millions of people. Take this little old tune. Well, maybe about 2 centuries ago, that was an old Scotch ballad. Came over here, but down in the Blue Hills of Virginia, down where the rough mountain country sort of closed in on the people, this is Mrs. Texas Fladden. Like her mother before her, she's singing a ballad to make the work go easy.
Diddle-I-day, diddle-I-diddle-I-day. Then the devil came to the old man one day, says, one of your family I'll sure take away. And if I die, diddle-I-day, diddle-I-diddle-I-day. It's not your oldest son I crave, but your old scolding wife I sure take away in the fi-di-diddle-I-day.
Yes, in these southern mountains you'll find a clear, pure stream of frontier balladry. In lonely cabins, in the memories of little old ladies sitting in the sun, an old lady who keeps the ballads with her love letters.
On his back and off to hell he went clickety-clack in the fi-di-diddle-I-day, diddle-I-diddle-I-day. And then he sit her down at old Hell's Gate, and Zaza made the old gal walk.
It's the same ballad that Mrs. Gladden sings to the young folks at the country picnic.
Diddle-I-diddle-I-day. And one little devil went a-climbing the walls to take her back, Daddy. She's a-murdering us all in the fi-di-diddle-I-day, diddle-I-diddle-I-day. The old man was a-peeping through the crack, and he saw the old devil come a-lugging her back in the fi-di-diddle-I-day, diddle-I-diddle-I-day. And then said the old man, we're bound for a curse, for she's been to hell and she's 10 times worse in the fi-di-diddle-I-day, diddle-I-diddle-I-day. And then surely the women are worse than the men, for they've been to
From
hell.
generation to generation, on down, the ballads have been handed. And not just the ballads. As the picnic ends, the old folks gather to sing a spiritual. When you come down into the flat, hot country of the South, down into the rich cotton land, you hear a different kind of music. The music of the sharecroppers, the migratory workers, music that's jangling and mournful. Is seasonal. It's hard. They're bowed down in poverty, bowed down to the earth. You can see poverty written all over their faces and poverty in their song.
Won't you take me back again? In her hair she wore white roses, and her lips was rosy red. On her breast
there's strength in this music, too. Strength that made millions of bales of southern cotton. Two races met here in the South. Together they built the South. And together they made a new kind of music.
Your silver chain, all I want. John Henry, when he was a baby, sitting down on his mammy's knee, picked up a hammer in his little right hand. That's gonna be Japanese. then he said to John Henry, I'm gonna bring my steam drill around. I'm gonna bring my steam drill out on this job. Hop that steel on down, and I'm gonna hop that steel on down. I'm gonna hop that steel on down, Lord, Lord, hop that.
This is a new work song with a beat of steam engines in the rhythm.
Henry had a little woman. Her name was Polly Ann. Johnny took sick and he had to go to bed. Polly Ann rode steel like a man. Polly Ann rode steel like a man. Polly Ann rode steel like a man. Lord, Lord, Polly Ann rode steel like a man. Polly Ann rode steel like a man. Lord, Lord, Polly Ann rode steel like a man. Hey, Sonny. We buried him down in the sand. Every locomotive come a rolling by. Young lays a steel driving man. Oh Lord, young lays a steel driving man. Oh Lord, young lays a steel driving man. Oh Lord, young lays a steel driving man. Young lays a steel driving man. Young lays
How long have you two been standing here?
Why, shucks, we've been standing here for the last 10 minutes listening to you.
Well, I'll be darned.
Say, how about that square dance we're going to have? I fiddle bows dance again.
get up here.
Steve, everybody got tuned up here? Okay.
Forward, get 'em ready for that first set. Up the river and around the bend. Grab your partners. We're going again. All heads up and breakfast down. Little moonshine in your mouth. Corn the river and wheat and sack up behind Evo's back. Swing your money out of the town. Swing a ride and come hand a while. Fire your back and open tunnel. Duck your head and keep the close up to double nose. Ain't no hand in the head over heel. The more you dance, the better you feel. The better you feel, the more you dance. The ripper ain't what you dance. There's the diamond check the stage. When you take the promenade. One to step and stretch to the left. I took not the right, but what for? Step forward on your mind. I shoot, not you lose. Even dead, dive and shoot. Lady, try to come go not. On to the right, step forward on your mind. I will make it 40 slow. Even cut the screw over. On the next round, you go, just before he don't go. Lady, stay up there. Hey, on the Monday in. Turn up like a rap, don't you go. Lady, go and says you know the double right, how long you go. On and on, next, what for? Lady, down, just so high. Swing like thunder. David gave the rest of the ring, quarter swing. That's what four dances north, same old form. Rest away, balance good. Balance through and shake the shoes. Swing the honey across the hills.